Welcome to Krokozuna Productions. Finally, spring is here in Michigan. You know, this is an exciting time for us despite what's going on. And I've watched a lot of videos of people training at home, and I think that's wonderful. But what we're seeing the majority of the time is people doing men suburi. And I hope that you got a chance to watch my 5-layer method for doing that. But I'm entitling this video, Don't You Forget About Me. Not the Simple Minds song, but there's also other targets in kendo that we can be working on as we're training at home. And the two I'm going to cover in this video are going to be Kote and Do. Because now's a good time. You can work on your mechanics, and mainly we can work on accuracy for those two strikes. Especially Kote, because Kote, the target, is smaller. So for Kote, we go back to the 5-layer method where the hikitsuke of the leg is super important. So we want to review that aspect where we make the hikitsuke extremely important, because a lot of people will do kote without really, or just moving only the right foot, and it becomes sloppy, inaccurate. So we want to make sure we do the same thing, make a nice big swing with the shoulders, kote. You move, and the key is the hikitsuke of the feet. A little bit tough. I'm in my backyard, grass, the snow just melted. So it's up, kote. So you want to make sure your whole body, just like in the 5-layer method, is striking the target. Kote. Using your shoulders. Kote. 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 Now if we really dig a little deeper into the kote strike, we don't want to be, really at the end of it rigid. Boom. Like really, tighten up. We want to make sure that a lot of wrist is being used, because as you know, for kote, that's very crucial. Kote. So a lot of wrist action as you drive, and I use the word drive because you're driving forward. You're not driving down into the kote. You're driving forward. Kote. So really, boom, out with the wrist, driving from the hikitsuke. Kote. Kote. Make sure that wrist is really engaged. Kote. So that way, when you strike kote in practice, whenever we get back to it, you'll be a lot softer with your wrists, and when you step in, you'll naturally step in, step forward, and have more of a snap to it. But in order to establish that, we need to do kote, kote, kote. So that was a brief overview of working on some mechanics of kote while we're at home, not able to go to the dojo. Do. And if you watch my other video, I'm not just here to plug some of my other videos, but if you watch the other video that I did about Sayu men, a lot of the concepts for do are very similar. The one thing I do when I do Do Suburi is I really focus on still, having my feeling or sime going towards the men. And I do it in 2 steps. I do a right do, which would be called gyaku do, as well as the left. So I do it in 2 steps, remembering hikitsuke, do, do, and 1, 2. You can swing as you're backing up as well, but for the sake of the mechanics, do, do, 1, 2, do, do, 1, 2, do, do. Some key points to remember. the thumb has to turn, especially for the left side, has to turn in the direction of the target. Right side too, the thumb is going into the target, but it's not as crucial. It's the left side that you really have to turn. Make sure the tsuru of the shinai goes in that direction. Again, do, do, 1, 2, do, do, 1, 2. The mechanics of striking a good do, and when we watch a lot of the YouTube videos, we'll see those really spectacular kaishi dos where, you know, sometimes they'll let go, but the one common denominator still has to be that nice crack that happens. You know, a lot of do points, I think, are judged upon the sound they make upon impact. And these mechanics that I'm showing you here are very crucial to be able to do that. And once again, we boil down to that first layer in my 5-layer method, which is the, because if you don't have that, it's really hard to get the mechanics of a do. So even though we're doing both ways, the more common one is still going to be the left side. Now, in order to get that nice crack, it has to be boom. You have to be engaged. Again, enter. So shoulders up, do. And we're thinking men, because if we don't think men, we're not going to go forward. We're thinking men strike and really build up, do. Thinking men strike, do. Notice center of the body, arms are forward. So really focus on that, focus on that men, and do. Focus on that men, do. Shikitsuke, hands forward, left hand in the middle. Focus on the men, do. Focus on the men, do. Work on that type of a suburi, and when you eventually get back to the dojo, you'll be able to crack those dos, and you won't find yourself all too close, crowded. You have plenty of room, even to execute kaishi, do, plenty of room, do. So as I said, you know, Kote and Do are asking you to not forget about them. So I mean, if you want to really maintain your technique, you know, one mistake you really don't want to make is to just think, okay, I'm doing a lot of suburi, therefore I'm really training. It's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. You're doing something, you're maintaining your kendo. I'm not gonna criticize. I'm just trying to explain that if you want to take this advantage of this time to actually improve, you want to have quality. And the way to get quality is to actually tell yourself, all these strikes must be ippon, or yuko datotsu, or a valid strike. You don't want to just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, go. None of those would have been valid strikes, right? That's why you're better off just doing 20. Whew. Really position yourself. Men. Do 20 like that. Men, with that type of an effort. And really pay attention to all your mechanics as you're doing them. So you really want to be in good position. Men. And as I presented in this video, add other elements to it. Like I said, don't forget about your kote. 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 And, you know, do, you can do a couple of different ways. or Do. There's a couple ways you can do it. Just like Sayu Men, 2 steps forward, Do, Do, 1, 2, Do, Do, 1, 2, Do, Do, 1, 2, or if you really want to work on your basic Do, just really focus on attacking men, but at the last second we change, Do, Do, and there's really no set number. It's up to your abilities or what kind of fitness you're in, but it's better to just do as many as you can that are of high quality. Not just, setting a number and saying, I'm just gonna do 1,000. Because honestly, sorry, the mosquitoes are starting to come out. 1,000 at that level, I cannot do. I'm gonna get tired, probably injured. But that's why in that 5-layer video, I'm saying, dude, you should be able to do 100. I do 100 with that heavy Shinai. Today I'm using a standard one, but 100, I think for somebody who's in relatively good shape is a reasonable expectation. So however you want to do it, do 100 men one day, maybe layer in some Kote and Do some other days. That's up to you, but don't make it all about the numbers. Make it about how many quality strikes you're going to make. So thank you for watching this video. Please click like and subscribe. I'm gonna have some time, so I'll probably be publishing a lot of these in the days to come. So thank you very much.